Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. There is no method to regulate fraudulent activities related to cryptocurrencies. According to the CFTC commissioner, there is simply a lot of fraud occurring. New York City Bar Association White Collar Crime Conference, Goldsmith Ramiro remarked. There's no way to effectively regulate all instances of fraud, but action is required. Goldsmith Ramiro denied that the CFTC and the SEC were at odds over how to regulate the cryptocurrency business, but he did say that the agencies were still attempting to figure out how to handle many of the industry's novel products. The CFTC and the SEC are at odds with one another, though. While Gary considers all cryptocurrencies to be securities, the CFTC classifies them all as commodities. I continue to believe that the CFTC is superior at regulating cryptocurrencies as we move forward with legislation for two reasons. First, as I've mentioned, they view cryptocurrencies as commodities. Second, they protect the retail investor, recognize its worth, and appreciate the opportunity it presents. But Gary, who works for the large banks and would rather that I and you never return to crypto as investors, would rather have us both gone. That's why I favored the CFTC instead. But what about the crypto industry as a whole? With all the illicit behavior, there's no reason not to harm the ordinary investor. Just think about how much illegal behavior involves the U.S. currency. That means we probably shouldn't be able to hold any money, right? We require a paved road. We require a structure that is accessible to everyday investors. Integration of cryptocurrency with existing infrastructure is discussed, and the names Xrp and Xlm are thrown around. Check it out. And stablecoins like US and Xrp and Stellar Lumens. To get the ball rolling and deliver the Internet of Value, DC was crucial. Play a crucial part in getting the ball rolling. It was widely held that cryptocurrencies had no place in the modern financial system. It's simply a means of communication. But now we can see how cryptocurrencies will be included into the system as well. She then moves on to discuss Bitcoin. Check it out. The widespread adoption of digital assets will be hastened by the advent of digital currencies issued by central banks. For the third time in my life, I've finally arrived to the crown jewel, cryptocurrency. When the Bitcoin white paper was released, everyone thought it would finally provide the internet with a medium of exchange that could finally bring all forms of currency together. Here is my main issue with Bitcoin. Okay. In the future, technology will be more useful than ever before. Is there any kind of promising future for Bitcoin? Because with time, that chasm will get even wider. Over time, Bitcoin will become increasingly irrelevant as technology improves. I don't want Bitcoin to fail, and I think cryptocurrencies as a whole have great potential, but I can't imagine a scenario in which a new retail investor would choose to put money into Bitcoin. If you could have anything, what would it be? 10x, what if you invested that same sum in utility-driven cryptocurrencies like Xrp Xlm, etc.? You might make 100x, maybe even 1,000x your initial investment. Future plans include more action from Ripple, including the purchase of a share in Bitstamp. The current state of knowledge is as follows. Members of the Xrp community who have learned intriguing details regarding the acquisition find it very intriguing. Pantera Capital, it was noted, had invested early on in both Ripple and Bitstamp. Ripple's Xrp now makes up 30% of Bitstamp's trading activity, with the Xrp/Euro pair being the most active. This is because Bitstamp previously operated as a gateway for Ripple, facilitating access into the Ripple net. Bitstamp is, behind only Binance, the second largest market for Xrp. That is enormous, and they have now acquired control of Bitstamp. Ripple exists, constantly growing in size. That's why Xrp is so promising as a financial asset. The initial CBDC pilot project in Africa was a bust. They were trying to get people to stop using cash, therefore we should have expected this to happen. According to Bloomberg, 90% of the population preferred using cash rather than converting to CBDC. but were not given any other options. The government's efforts to keep them under control are discussed at the same time, although this strategy appears to be failing. Even the article admits that Americans will have a hard time banning currency cancellation if it ever happens here, therefore I have little doubt that it will. However, the Federal Reserve has made it clear that they are investigating this possibility, as is their wont. They have marketed it as a convenience for the people. However, I just don't see it catching on in the United States. Nobody wants to use the Fed right now, and nobody wants to go to a CBDC in the United States. It initially bombed in that area. All of our trial runs are conducted in Africa. Even if we are currently piloting digital IDs in the Ukraine, we can safely assume that they will not catch on in the United States. That's why I stress the significance of maintaining your holdings in Xrp and Xlm. Because I anticipate our financial situation will improve dramatically in the near future. If CBDCs continue to fail around the world, then what are we to do? I believe they will use Xrp and Xlm here as well to fix the current financial system without switching to a CBDC, which is good news, because otherwise we will have to return to the current system, the debt system, and figure out ways to fix it using cryptocurrency. New Xrp speed on up to 20 blockchains is released by the Pipe Network. To meet the rising demand from many platforms, Pipe Network, a decentralized Oracle solution built on Solana, has released an Xrp price feed. This change will provide many platforms access to Xrp's real-time price data, which is likely to increase Xrp's visibility. This raises awareness of Xrp, which could lead to increased participation. And this is a crucial juncture. In my opinion, this is the penultimate chapter. Regarding the SEC investigation. Before it's too late, people should enter. Both Xrp and Pepe Coin have been listed on fake decentralized exchanges. Excellent point. Ripple vs SEC. Hogan speculates that Judge Torres will wait for him in docs before making a decision. I had the exact same thought. The well-known attorney who has been keeping tabs on the case has stated that he would not begin to hope for a resolution until after June 13, when SEC and Ripple are scheduled to file public redacted copies of their files. The judge, he claims, is not required to wait. But it's highly probable that she will. I won't be able to relax till the 13th has passed. And I believe that is what will occur. I anticipate that the records will be made public soon after her decision is made. Many people continue to insist that she won't issue a decision until the fall. I think things are looking better today than they were, and I think they'll keep getting better every day from here on out. Check out the SEC's correspondence. They were right the whole time. Xrp was never intended to be a security. Now this is more like it, a freedom and innovation defending crypto clash between the SEC and Rippling. Pay attention to the wording they used. I thought this was fantastic and wanted to tell everyone about it. A technology revolution, dubbed blockchain, is growing in the innovative heartland of the United States. This groundbreaking technology, which is on par with early radios and computers, is about to completely alter the playing field. Like that posh name for the internet, the World Wide Web. The good old dollar will continue to be used. However, we will take control away from corporations and institutions like banks and give it to the people. You know, following the financial crisis, the brilliant minds at Gensler came up with a code to help empower individuals using something called blockchain. The head of the SEC's regulating commission seemed particularly hostile toward cryptocurrencies. The way that was worded is perfect, since that is exactly what is happening. Present tense. Here's a revolutionary innovation that you and I can put money into right now and get wealthy from. That's the beauty of cryptography, by the way. It's the wave of the future. Anyone who tells you that crypto will disappear in the long run is giving you false information. It will be around for a while. Whatever Gary Gensler says, he will lose this case, and then he can sit back and watch as Xrp finally receives the regulatory clarity that he has been seeking. Ripple contributes to a $40 million fund that will be used to advance Web3 infrastructure. Take a peek at the XRP ledger right now. It seems like XRP and Ripple are expanding at an exponential rate. They are also making progress on Web3. Mark Cuban, a billionaire investor, discusses how to circumvent the SEC's crackdown on cryptocurrencies. He suggests that organizations creating digital currencies consider distributing the full amount created rather than keeping some back for future use. Cuban proposes leveraging release tokens to create a secondary market for DeFi. This means that the original token issuer and organization must be terminated. He thinks that the token will be immune to the actions of rogue regulators like the SEC, which has shut down other cryptocurrencies like AppBio and XRP on the grounds that they are securities. That's why he's advocating for a complete token burn and corporate dissolution. But sometimes, like in the case of Ripple, you need that company to go out there and lay all the groundwork for what's to come in the future. Otherwise, XRP would have been used by only a small number of banks, who would have failed to see its potential as an on-demand liquidity solution and a bridge currency. But without Ripple venturing out and opening all those doors, I doubt we would have seen the growth and price that is imminent for XRP. However, we are still waiting for this court to make a decision, so we are essentially in limbo. And as soon as she comes out and makes that ruling, it will be a great day, and XRP will experience a run of epic proportions. And everyone who still has reservations now will be left behind and regret not buying XRP. That's why it's always baffled me when people say things like, "I'm going to wait until this case, and then I'm going to get an XRP, because by then the price will almost certainly have skyrocketed." We here at the table with the diamonds have known for years exactly what we were holding. And, as I said before, I feel like pieces are falling into place. While I agree that CBDCs will have a hard time breaking through in the United States, I do anticipate the eventual release of FedNow. However, it will ultimately fail since its adoption will be unpopular. Consumers will avoid stores that take it. The same thing will happen with CBDCs, as seen by the rapid decline in Starbucks' customer base once the company announced it would no longer take cash payments. And we have to fight back against it because our government will surely use that as a weapon against us in the future if they have the chance. Money will be taken or locked up if we witness anything they find objectionable. Also, be sure to record our purchases. Maybe they won't process your money if you try to buy something illegal like guns or gas. That's my main concern. We need to cease spending money and transition the present system to one based on gold. The sooner the government realizes that it must reduce expenditure, the better off the country will be. And there are a couple of ways they might reform this system, not only by reducing cost but also by learning from the COVID-era fraud that was committed. Instead of raising the debt ceiling, we should go after those who are taking PPP money and causing double or even treble the jobless rate. I have no doubt that a sizable sum of money was sent abroad and put to highly dishonest use. That's where you can get started, and from there you can move on to eliminating the Federal Reserve and the Securities and Exchange Commission. I appreciate you all watching this video, and I'm going to end it here. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.